Hey guys, this is Miguel with In Plain Sight Security and Readiness. Just driving to go pick up the love of my life. But while I was getting in my car, I just thought about a subject. On one of my videos, all the preppers will die. Type 1. I got a lot of feedback about. A lot of people commented, and it was great. Everybody had really good things to say and a lot of good feedback. Everyone had their opinions on stuff, and I really appreciate that. I believe in constructive criticism. I'm very open-minded. To each their own. Whatever you're preparing for and whatnot. I'm all about it. I just like to see where everyone's head's at, and reasons why they prepare and whatnot. So, but the topic of this video here, give me the feedback, because, I just want to know. I know I have my opinion on it, but I would always, I love to hear, what other people would say. And, the topic is, for how long would you want to survive in a very crucial, I'm talking about nationwide, worldwide epidemic or disastrous situation where it's really bad, like pretty much let's say nuclear attack where everybody just launched their nukes, and then it's catastrophic where pretty much we're rebuilding the whole nation again. Your humanity has to rebuild. A virus is so bad it wipes out at least 75% of the population. Something bad like that. Like we had, like some people are preparing for now, an economic collapse where it's so bad that it gets to the point where, like I said, majority of the population has passed, and, there is no food, or let's say the soil is so contaminated where you can't regrow, and you can't even find any kind of animals to feed on, or if anything, the animals are so polluted you can't even eat them because you're going to die anyway. So my question is, if something is that bad, how long would you want to survive? How long would you keep going? I know a lot of people are prepping for this very thing, and that's great. I'd like to hear your opinion on it, But even then, you can only store so much food. Like, especially like if it happened now, with what you had, if let's say if you had a year or two's worth of food or less than that, and let's say that ran out, how long would you want to survive? My opinion, my thing would be, it would have to depend on, my loved ones, for me in particular. Because really, that's why I get up every morning. That's why I go to work, and I try my hardest to provide for my family. And that's why, I do what I do to prepare just in case anything happens, defend my family and whatnot. But I think for me, it would just base off of if I started to lose my loved ones. That would probably be the determining factor. Like, let's say I lose one of my children. Of course, I would still keep going because I'd had my other children. I still have to, And then, what if all my children are gone? And then it was just me and my significant other. Then, how long would I want to? I think as long as there was someone to fight for and survive for, I would keep going. Now, let's say we were all surviving, but it got to the point where we're all sick and there's no hope, then of course, I would put an end to things, because I would never want my family to suffer like that. Or, if there was no fight left, there was no reason to fight. Let's say nuclear strike happened and we couldn't get away, and we're already, we're contaminated with the radiation, and there's no medical attention we can get to, I would put an end to it. And it would be, let's say if it wasn't someone, let's say it was an economic collapse, and you get to the point where most of my children and my loved ones, have perished. Me, I would not even bother. I don't think, I could go and keep living without a purpose. I would lose my will to survive. Me, honestly, I would. I have had the unfortunate, thing to actually lose my wife. My wife passed away of a heart attack. We were, together for, 11 years. And then, I'm stuck. I was a single father with 2 kids, Things have changed. It's been a couple years, and, I found someone else, and they have a child. And so now, I prepare for my family, 3 kids, and, my girlfriend, so that, we can survive. But if things were so bad where I don't think we could pull through it, honestly, I wouldn't. I would stop. That's really my honest opinion, man. If it got so bad, that it would be hard to survive, I don't think I'd keep going, because, I'm very realistic. I look at things, and the way I prepare is not based off of what my capabilities are, because I know what my capabilities are. But at the end of the day, I have to move with other people. At the end of the day, I have to defend 4 people. That's hard to do. Granted, I may, join up with other people and, join forces, and maybe my group would be bigger, and that would be great. But if I couldn't do that, or maybe the people I was with were no longer there, I wouldn't, I wouldn't have no other choice, And, but yeah, I see a lot of people preparing for something very, very ugly, and kudos to you, that you, I guess you're stronger than me, to be able to, like, really have that inspiration to, like, say, fuck this, I'm going to survive a nuclear attack, zombie apocalypse, whatever, epidemic, I'm going to get through this, I'm going to rebuild our nation. I'm going to be one of those types where we're going to be the last man standing and rebuild this nation. Hats off to you. Really, I say that, me, I'm going to survive as long as, the people I'm with are there and we're going, so that's the one thing. So if we're going strong, then I'm going to go strong, and we're going to, but if it was that bad where I'm like, man, is there even a fight left? You know what I mean? Because, at the end of the day, and, don't get me wrong, at the end of the day, we can be prepared as we want to. We can have 2 years worth of food. We can have a bunker. We can have all this armament and stuff like that. But that could change. Really, that could change. You can go to your bunker, and next thing you know, someone else got there before you. They knew about it, and now it's theirs. Or let's say they find your bunker, and now you're fighting to keep your bunker. Then what? So, and it's not there anymore. Or like, let's say you have all this food stored at your homestead, and then maybe something catastrophic happens where your homestead, your house, and all your supplies get burned down. Then what? There's a lot of variables, a lot of what ifs. But I was just curious, is this one of those, topic of discussion videos where, hey, there's no wrong answer. I'm not going to take any constructive criticism. If people lose respect for me, I'm sorry, but I just want to hear everybody's opinion on it. If shit really hit the fan, I mean, like, super bad, where we're talking about years, maybe decades before humanity is the same again. What would be your reason, or would you keep going? So, all right, guys, thanks for watching. Let me know. Give me some feedback. Share the video. you know, let everybody know, get involved in the conversation. And like always, be humble, stay alert, and always be ready. Till next time, guys.